My name is Mike Cruz.
Beth Cruz.
We're in Piqua, Ohio. Then we have our dog Bailey, who we rescued. We like being outdoors, and once the kids left, we had a little bit more time for ourselves. So after we get home from work, since we have Bailey, our dog, we like to get her out of the house right away and go for a quick walk, whether it's around the neighborhood or to a local bike path.
We started looking at hot tubs when we started going hiking quite a bit, and we would be like really, stiff and sore after a hike. So then we decided to do the initial investment of getting the hot spring hot tub, and since then we've really enjoyed it. We pretty much try to get in it every day if possible. Sometimes, like when we're off at work on the weekends, we get in it twice a day. AM and PM, just kind of help us relax and just unwind for the weekend.
She kind of coined the term a while back, hot tub talk. A lot of people use, cell phones on the way home, talk about their day, and what we usually do is say, hey, I got some interesting HTT for you. I'm like, okay, and we save it for hot tub time. It's just her and I, which is nice. It's just us because we got married young, had children young, and we ran all over the place with them with sports and everything. We never had time to really sit down and talk about our day.
A lot of people, they say when you're longer you've been married, the less you communicate, and it's opposite with us. It's like it's our time to connect and recap and plan for the future. It's been really good for the marriage.
My name is Rebecca Nelson, and I live in Kirkland, Washington, with my dog Oli and my cat Nellie. I love being outdoors. I love being outside. I like the peace that it brings to my head. I like the beauty of where I'm at. This is a perfect place for me to live. 2 years ago, I found myself in the emergency room, and the doctor told me that I had MS, and actually it was pretty scary. I didn't know at that time if I was gonna walk out of there. It got to the point where my doctor finally said, you need to do something about this stress. So for the first time that I used this Hot Springs hot tub, I had the best night of sleep I have ever had. I slept like a baby, didn't wake up once. It was unbelievable. I love the relaxation, I love the peace. It's at night, it's dark, it's quiet, it's private, it's usually cool, and the tub is just such a relief. On the weekends, probably 3 times I get in. In the morning, right away, it made a huge difference in my life. I honestly, I don't know where I'd be today if I didn't have it.
Hi, I'm Ed. I live right outside of Philadelphia with my wife Amy and my son Wyatt and my 2 dogs Zaxi and Harley. I was injured in Iraq in 05-06. 2 places were hurt pretty bad, my left knee and my lower back. I used to run every day, and then when I was injured, that went down to minimal running at all. And it just didn't make me happy, because I like to run, I like to bike, I like to chase my toddler around the house and the yard. I talked to a doctor and the Veterans Administration around the time that they were kind of working on my back, and they said, look, the best thing for you to do would be to check out a hot tub because it can actually relieve some of the stress that's coming with that, cause you a little more comfort in the evening. Sometimes sleep doesn't come because of pain. Sometimes it doesn't come because of the pain of things that I've seen in combat. However, once I got the hot spring hot tub, I was able to relax more. I was able to work on the muscles that actually caused me a lot of pain and inflexibility. It allows me to forego the need for all the meds. It allows me to not have to have any more surgeries because I can deal with the pain and I can manage it on a daily basis. get in, I get a nice soak, I relax, and I kind of tune my muscles out, tune my mind out, and I get to go enjoy doing the things outside that I like to do every day.
My name is Lou Tripodi. I live in Manahawkin, New Jersey with my lovely wife, Sally. I've always enjoyed somewhat of an active lifestyle from, I guess, when I used to race cars. Then I got into motorcycles, jet skis, jet boats. 37 years ago, I was in a motorcycle accident. I broke my femur into 47 pieces, broke every bone in my foot, and almost tore my foot off at the ankle. Amazingly enough, they put me back together. Not without pain, though. The only thing I can do is to keep active. But the more active I am, the more it's going to hurt at the end of the day. And the only way I can pull the plug on all the pain is to sit in the hot tub and everything just melts away. The hot tub allows me to forget about age to a certain degree, because it's allowing me to do the things I want to do and not say, oh, I'm going to hurt later. Or because even if I do hurt, I'm going to just jump in a hot tub and I'm going to feel fine.
Getting the hot spring was the best investment that we have ever made. When he comes back from doing all his chores and running around all morning long, I tell him, you know, why don't you jump in the hot tub for 15 minutes and feel better again. And every time he comes out, he walks normal. And it's so nice to see, because I know he's not in any pain. And he tells me it doesn't hurt.
I'd have to say that having the hot tub in the back actually does help the marriage. It allows me to do more, keeps the wife happy. And you know, you can't beat that with a stick.
So my name is Ashley Warbeck, and I live in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, with my husband Chris, my son Drew, my daughter Casey, and I am a chiropractor. I found CrossFit about 5 years ago. Chris and I each go about 4 times a week.
The idea of health and wellness is paramount in our lives, because my wife being a chiropractor, myself being a physical teacher, we like to live what we teach and what we preach to people. The idea of our kids seeing us athletic, seeing us active, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's touch football, whether it's my son playing baseball, a healthy diet, well, a healthy lifestyle in moderation is one of the most important things in our life.
In my practice, I'm a sports-based chiropractor, so I treat lots of athletes. That's my specialty. I tell all my patients that it's easier to prevent an injury than it is to fix an injury. So the hot tub is a really good way to be proactive in your fitness and your health and prevent injuries before they begin. The hot tub has really affected our quality of life in a very positive way, with the increased family time and the downtime it's brought for us. And just that increased recovery. It gets your blood flowing, it loosens up your muscles. You can get the jets on those trigger spots, you know, in your lower back or wherever it might be. And so you can get back into the gym quicker and feel better doing it.
You rarely get an opportunity to unplug from the world for just a little bit, especially in our society. And having a hot spring spa, being able to go out and not have anybody interrupt you, whether it's with your kids, whether it's just with your significant other, whether it's just by yourself sometimes. The idea of just getting in a hot spring spa and completely and totally relaxing and unwinding is something you can't put a price on.
My name is Salvatore D'Amico. I'm from Levittown, Pennsylvania, and I live with my beautiful wife Katrina, my 12-year-old son Caleb, my 10-year-old son Gavin, and my dog Max. About 2 years ago, we had our kids join the Mixed Martial Arts Studio. We train there about 6 days a week. It's something that the entire family does together. There's also a few things that I wish were not part of it, and that's such as the soreness that comes along with getting kicked and getting punched. But that's where we appreciate our hot tub so much. We're able to take one step outside into our hot tub and just enjoy each other as a family while we get massaged by the jets and go into a complete state of rejuvenation.
As a mom, the hot tub has been an extremely positive experience. The kids go to school all day, they come home, they do their homework, we're running around, we have soccer. I have work, my husband has work, and the hot tub, it's a reconnection.
And it's a time that is very rewarding as a parent. The kids will tend to tell us things that they wouldn't normally tell us around the dinner table. To be able to have a place in our home where they can really open up to us, pour out their hearts about what's going on in their life and just their overall goals. And I feel that the hot tub is a reward that after all their hard work, after my wife's hard work, we're able to come home and open up this present, take off the top of our hot tub and jump in and just enjoy it. Using my hot spring tub really does make my everyday life better.